fabulous LA and everywhere else in the world. You are now tuned into The Upload with
Danielle
and Yolanda.
This is the only show dedicated to entertainment enthusiasts.
Want to get into the entertainment industry but not sure how to?
Don't know who to call?
Where do you go?
Or even where to get started?
Well, this is the show for you. On today's show, we have Cedric Sanders, the star of The Least Among You with Louis Gossett Jr. But before that, Danielle, what's up?
I'm so excited. I love Cedric. I cannot wait to talk to him.
Me too.
But before we do that, like you said, let me take you through the scoop. All right, ladies. So we know all of this has been going on about Tiger for about a month now. Because, on November 27th, he got in a huge accident with a fire hydrant and himself. I don't know how he missed that. So, $3,000 in property damage, $8,000 in damages to his car. I mean, Tiger, what were you thinking? He's been linked to about 10 women at this point. Yeah. Maybe more soon coming out. Everybody's trying to get paid today. So, my whole thing is Yolanda.
Okay.
He's this famous man. He has all this money. Why do you think men feel the need to cheat?
I don't know. They just
get greedy, right?
They're just greedy.
They just get greedy,
because women can be with the same man for 52 years and never cheat.
And he done cheated on her all 25.
Uh-huh.
Well, this is what he said. I have let my family down, and I regret the transgressions with all of my heart.
No, you don't.
Okay, you can regret it, but that doesn't undo anything. You had 10 women. That was not a one-night stand. That was not a two-night stand. That was a 3-year stand with multiple women. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this. That's why, ladies, I need you to go on Twitter. I need you to hit us up on Facebook. I need to know what you think about this question. Would you rather date a broke man that was extremely faithful to you, so good to you, always there, or would you date, a pretty rich man who just dogs you out all the time? I want to know the answer to that question, so you need to hit me up and let me know. I'll definitely share whatever I find out.
That is extremely hard. But this is the thing. Tiger Woods would have still been cheating if he hadn't gotten caught.
Oh, yeah.
America,
yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what rich men do, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you have all this money, you have access to all these women and men. Mm-hmm. Wink, wink. So, I mean, it's just what it is. And, I mean, I feel like all these people kind of putting their nose down. Oh, Tiger. Think about things before you do them. Don't just do it. It was what one of his golf cohort said. So, I mean, I'm like, why are you judging him? Because you probably got 2 or 3 on the side, too.
That's why.
Well,
they're trying to keep the attention off of them, keep the limelight off of them.
Well, another one bites the dust. Sorry.
Yeah. But you know what? America builds you up to break you down, and then they're going to build him up again, and everything's going to be good in a few weeks.
Well, let's go ahead and build up Cedric.
Okay.
Some pigs just beat up a brother and his mother for no reason. To protest at Avalon and Imperial. Come on.
Good, I'm out of here.
Almost. What? Look, you gotta take that seminary scholarship. Look, you served 9 months of a probated sentence, and your sentence is suspended.
What do you want? The dream you keep having. It's your spirit is calling you to go into the darkness and on the other side, boy.
Who would have known this kid from Anchorage, Alaska would grow up to be the next Hollywood sensation? You've seen him alongside Denzel Washington in American Gangster. You've also gotten glimpses of him in Law & Order on NBC. Cedric Sanders is the 2008 NAACP Theater Awards recipient for Best Actor, and now he is currently starring alongside Academy Award winner Louis Gossett Jr. in The Least Among You. Please help me welcome Cedric Sanders.
Greetings from Alaska.
You're in Alaska. Well,
Yes.
It's so good to have you on the show, Cedric. So, we know a very interesting fact about you, and that's that you are from Alaska. Was there a theater outlet for you in Alaska?
Oh, definitely. I went to East Anchorage High School, which was considered the Alaska Fine Arts School of choice. It wasn't technically a fine arts school, but we just had a lot of talented people and very strong theater program, music program, dance program. So I got to explore all of that.
So one of the things is, so you moved to Hollywood, you left Alaska.
Yep.
So what are some of the things that you feel like has differentiated you throughout your career thus far, amongst other actors?
First of all, being a very black man from Alaska. And, Yeah, it's just there's not a lot of actors that come from over this way, and I think for me is being as young, being an actor who is very selective of projects. I mean, that's one thing. I'm very selective of projects, and I'm not famous yet by any means, but I definitely am starting where I want to build the type of career that I want. And if that means turning down jobs, then it does. It's just about I want longevity, and I think a lot of people, a lot of actors in their 20s want to act and do it. That they don't always think about the longevity of it all. So, and that's what I'm focused on: good work and longevity.
Yeah. So, our Twitter question of the day comes from Amy, and she wants to know, how long did it take you to work when you moved to LA, and what was your first job, acting job?
Oh, wow. That's an interesting question because I started working in New York before LA.
Okay.
So I came to LA with a few film and TV credits. Okay. But to answer that question, I guess I'll say my first film job in LA was The Least Among You, and that was maybe 4 months after I moved there.
Wow.
Yeah. But I was doing a play, so I guess that question I could answer better if she meant when I first got into the industry, maybe.
Okay, well, answer that.
So, yeah, I'll answer that way. New York. So I went from Howard to New York. Okay. So it was a year and a half. I had an exit and a year and a half of no. Then a year and a half, director Nelson George hired me to be a part of the Live Sports starring Queen Latifah.
Okay.
So that was my first job.
Okay.
All right.
So what advice?
And that year and a half felt like a long time, but believe me, that's really not a long time. I was blessed to work after a year and a half. So.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to someone that you wish somebody would have given to you when you first started out?
Man, wow, that's an interesting question. That would have given me. Well, I knew it wasn't going to be easy, so I was first second I was thinking like, it's going to be very hard. I knew that, but how important the saving of money is, that's something I learned a little later. But that money, you gotta think ahead of time for a rainy day. Right. You just do, Yeah. Get that money saving, and but I learned it. I think pretty quick, but going into it, I just wasn't thinking about it.
You were popping bottles at the club when you got your first check?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I have a question.
Yep,
okay.
You know how I do. I got a bottle here right now.
Oh, in the office? No. Okay, so I have a question. You worked with Denzel Washington in American Gangster, and now, the newest project, even though you've done this, a few months ago, is you're working alongside Academy Award winner Louis Gossett Jr. How is it working with the Masters?
Oh man, I feel very fortunate, first of all, to work with these caliber actors this soon.
Yeah.
It's like a grad school. It really is.
You're so lucky to be able to work with them. Like, people come out in Hollywood and they spend their lives just trying to get a Taco Bell commercial. Which Taco Bell commercials are okay, but.
I take a Taco Bell commercial right now. That's a good 30,000 probably that year could run.
Right, exactly.
Casino Taco Bell. I'll say that so quick.
Yeah. So, I guess I wanted to ask you, what new projects are you working on? Besides the Least Among You, is there anything else we can see you in?
Yeah, actually, when you called me about this doing this interview, I was working on the movie Rocksteady. It's the project I have coming out next summer. It's a movie about a young black car racer named B.C. Cook who lives in upstate New York. Okay. And it's set to a Jamaican theme. So I'm this black kid in upstate rural New York, all these white people. And I have this love for dirt track car racing. So it's a real action-packed comedy with a little bit of drama.
Wow.
So I just finished that. I'm actually going to be in New York on Monday, and I'm going to see the first cut of it on Tuesday. So I'm really excited.
We're excited for you. Wait, are you going to have dreads? You said you're going to be Jamaican?
No, I'm Jamaican. I'm first generation American. My father was Jamaican in the movie, so I talk regular. I don't have an accent, but my father is deceased in the movie. But I hold on to my Jamaican roots because that's the only thing I have of my father. Okay. So a lot of the colors in the movie are the Jamaican colors, and the Jamaican flag is seen often. And the soundtrack to the movie is going to be mostly Jamaican. And the Jamaican band Steel Pulse is featured in the movie.